someone has clearly been using my phone. How do I know? I don't have any dislike to Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, but Stitch is not my favorite Disney character, nor is he one that I spend time looking up Instagram information on. Yet the algorithms on my phone are registering that someone has been using my phone or account to look up interests of their own, being Lilo and Stitch fan pages and products. That's not what I want in my algorithm because that's not what interests me. So when I go to my news feed, I want to see things that my AI is programmed to give me because they know I like them. Who is on my phone? So a lot of you guys have been asking, what do I mean when I discuss sponsorship opportunities? Basically, for anyone who thinks that it's, or agrees that it's, yes, in fact, wrong to hold anyone in a tent in 2024, especially a mother of 3, soon to be 4, who's in her 36th, almost 37th week of pregnancy, and who wants to provide any sort of insight, assistance financially, direction, etc., and so forth, as well as private sponsors who prefer to remain anonymous, who want to contribute to GoPro Solo and the success of that endeavor, So basically, that is a production side with marketing, sales, etc., and so forth. I've proven time and time again that I'm not only intelligent and capable, but that I have a strong business plan. So you guys can look at some of the think boards for GoPro Solo. Check that out if you'd like. And if you'd like to sponsor, please email. So I want to know from you guys, what do you think? Do you appreciate this unfiltered version of all the fucked up shit and good shit and everything in between that's going on being documented? Or would you prefer a more refined, type of delivery? Like, I could still tell you guys what's been going on, but I could not show it to you. I could only do professionally, edited photo shoots. And I could keep all my wrinkles hidden and, be every, woman who would do perfectly in these types of situations forwardly, and then elaborate on the struggles maybe in text on the blog or in some other way. I feel like the unfiltered is better. So this is just another example of the million examples I always provide about why it's difficult to live this way. Number one, I'm 36, about to be 37 weeks pregnant. I can literally have this baby anytime in the next 3 to 4 weeks. I can barely move, you guys. I slipped on black ice coming home from using the restroom because there's no restroom here. Coming home, I say home, coming back to this tent. This is not my home. And my pelvic area has been in so much pain. It's a waste for me to go to the hospital. If I'm not in labor, they send me back home, and it's just a waste. I don't have the time or the energy to just continue arguing with these people. So I'm limited in mobility and in tremendous amounts of pain. We have been so intelligent about how we stay dry, about keeping our stuff clean. I don't like being dirty. I almost have OCD or OCD-like qualities about me if I feel dirty. I make it impossible to be calm around me. And that's for myself and everyone around me. Here's the thing about Xavier. He doesn't smoke. So they have some person here posing as Xavier, and he's rolling up homemade cigarettes. Look what he's doing. That in itself has my skin crawling, completely fucking crawling through the roof. I'm disgusted. Okay, so I get into an argument with this fake version of Xavier multiple times a day to please clean that shit up. Now we have 6 tarps underneath us and shower curtain liners that are waterproof, as well as I built from collected pieces of plywood with platforms on them from laminate flooring samples, a little platform here that has us about 2 to 3 inches off of the ground, so no water can affect us. Yet somehow I wake up and everything is soaked. I mean, drenched, like pounds of water. How the fuck do you figure? So I literally have no choice but to sit here bothered, anxious, uncomfortable, and not in a way that causes you to take action or do something positive or create a new goal. I've been there and done that. I know how to do e-commerce. I'm waiting for them to get off of my phone and stop hacking it. I know how to calm my anxiety. I know what I need to be successful in any sort of business, and that is a stable, safe place to live where people are not intentionally triggering my OCD qualities and my anxiety. The hospital will not help, as I said. Social services as well as CAP's office have been contacted hundreds. Do you hear me? Hundreds of times. They have offered nothing. The best that they could do was a 7-day bus pass so that I could ride the bus 24 hours a day to areas of the city that I don't know at 37 weeks pregnant. That's intelligent. For the last several months, almost the entire year, we've not had to worry about meals. Sponsors have stepped in every step of the way with regards to meals. And that's been one thing we haven't worried about. There has been one day in approximately 20 where it seems like we were completely forgotten about. Like, no one comes to help, no one comes to bring meals, like there's just no one. And then a couple of days a month where we are bombarded by people all around us, but no one is helping. They're almost like on purpose trying to hurt us. It's weird and confusing and scary. I just want to be back in my own space so that my 3 children who have lived with me their entire lives can come home. I can raise my unborn baby who's about to be born, and I can go on about my business. And that means business is in living my life as well as earning income and being a contributing member of society. So if you really want to talk about it, they know I'm nearly 37 weeks pregnant. If they're genuinely concerned about me the way they claim they are, and they just want to see what's best for us, my unborn baby included, why would they go around putting water on our belongings? They literally forced Xavier to use the last $20 he had left on bullshit, and it was supposed to be for laundry today, and then poured water on our belongings, if it's water. And this is the 3rd or 4th time they've done this. It's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. And no one, I don't know what it's going to take, but no one from this side of things, the right side of things, the detrimental or harmful or predatory side of things is doing anything to instigate it. We sit here alone. We don't talk to many. I make my content. I call resources. Every day is the same. And I apply for jobs and check on my children. Now, with incredibly limited mobility, a huge pregnant belly, and risking, God only knows what, I have to find a way to raise another, however much it is for laundry soap and laundry, when I should be using every sponsored and donated amount to stabilize my situation by clothing. Look at what I'm wearing. Is this what you think women dream of during their pregnancies? Being forced to wearing dirty clothes that have holes in them that barely fit them? No, this is bullshit. But I can't use $1 of the money that my sponsors send for me, because every time Xavier has money that's allotted for laundry, or we just have done laundry, they find a reason to force us to go use money to do the laundry that should be being used on my baby or my clothing. I just did laundry 8 days ago. It should be okay right now, So just some more proof that I actually have industry knowledge for social media marketing and management. I've grown all of those accounts on my own organically without paying for any sort of exposure or ads or to be in anyone's newsfeed. So there are programs and shortcuts that you can take. Again, there's nothing wrong with them, and there's nothing wrong with taking advantage of them if you have the budget to do so. I personally have not. So these are 4 out of numerous other accounts. I have the Strongest Doll. I have one Heather GE. I already listed the Strongest Doll, Do You Doll, Merciful Storm, mercifulstorm.com, and many, many others that I've created over the years. Coco Chanel YSL, Sierra Chanel, many, many other accounts that I've successfully grown to 50,000, 60,000 followers. And this is in a relatively short period, like a year. So I do put my money where my mouth is. Oops. And what I say I am, I am. And it's really a shame that I have to keep on posting this proof that I've contacted the city's emergency placement departments numerous times, over and over and over, and I have not even so much as been responded to even once this entire year. I have 19 requests in September for housing assistance as a tax-paying citizen who has been working in the state of Illinois since I was 14 years old and part one of many family members who has been paying into a tax system. I personally speak for all of us and the rest of society when I say if we cannot offer legal, ethical housing for people like myself who are literally 37 weeks pregnant, who can we offer housing for? Where is our tax paying, our tax money going? All of these resources are rallied for. Political people say this is taken care of. Where's the money?